What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here to do my, first impressions, first thoughts, whatever you want to call it, on the SoulWorker open beta. So I've only played for about maybe 2 or 3 days. I don't have a whole lot of hours locked in on it. My character isn't super high, and I feel like this may be the best time for me to talk about it while I'm not so deep that my opinion sways one way or the other. But I will say, so far I think it's been a very successful open beta for SoulWorker due to how quickly they've been, kind of nipping problems in the bud and whatever. But first day there was about 10 channels and it was pretty laggy. The servers weren't really cooperating, but the thing about it was open beta, and if you went in with the mindset that, hey, this is open beta, there's gonna be issues, this didn't bother you too much. But if you didn't go in with that mindset, you might have been completely fucking furious. I don't really know the overall feeling of the community when it came to that, but I know personally I kept an open mind and I said, hey, this is open beta, this is what happens, that's how it happens, such and such. But that was one thing, and the thing about it was, after about a day, that already kind of fixed this issue, because the next thing I knew, I logged on the very next day and there was 30 channels instead of 10. So now not only was the game a little bit more free in terms of servers and stuff like that, the lag somewhat improved a little bit, and you were also able to party up with your friends and whatever, because you couldn't do the same dungeons if you were all in separate channels. And that was kind of a turn off on its own. Luckily, I did manage to party up by simply relogging, but that didn't really stop all the connection and server issues we're having. Sometimes you couldn't get into the dungeon the very first try. It usually took 2, maybe 3 tries to get in, but the thing about it was you still somewhat got in. But sometimes, even if you did get in, and to keep in mind this was all on the first day, it was still lag and it was unplayable. What I can say is the combat is very fast paced. It feels kind of fluid. You have hot slots that build into their own separate combos. I think it's in phases of 2 or 3, and you're not locked into that specific slot. Like if I pressed 1, if I had a skill I could combo it in like my 3 key, then I could press that if I wanted to, and so on and so forth. So I do like that. It does make things a little easier to manage if you have like an entirely separate situation going on. I was playing the kite based character, which was pretty difficult on its own because of the way I was playing. I was so focused on not getting hit that I wouldn't really use my basic attack, and that wasn't really the way you wanted to go with playing that character. You want to use your basic attack on every character, it seems like. So that was its own adventure, and I was pretty much getting fucked up until I actually started using my basic attack and using the kite abilities and all the other stuff to kind of somewhat keep my distance when I felt like I was getting too close to them. So I do think the combat has potential, and you could learn and master it, and it may not get boring for you. I don't know. I haven't played the game fully. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing it hardcore, but it's definitely something else I can play, something I can relax and fucking enjoy without having to worry about being this fucking competitive person or being good or not, getting completely destroyed. It's something I can just sit and just chill and play, and I think that's something I'm looking for. So maybe I will continue to play this game. But so far, what I will say to kind of wrap this up, if you haven't played SoulWorker yet, I'd give it a shot. It could be for you, it could not be for you. You really won't know until you try. This is mostly just a video to raise awareness of it. It is currently in open beta, so I would try it out while you can. Characters may get wiped. I'm not too sure on that quite yet. I guess they'll decide. To be honest, characters are probably getting wiped, is what I would like to think, because when they go into official release, I don't think they want to have a bunch of people who are already max level and stuff like that. But we'll see what they decide to do on that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I know usually I don't do a very good job of plugging my social media, but depending on how this goes, we may get a few new people coming in and out. So I'll just go ahead and say it. Please follow me on Twitter. Link is down in the description. I'm trying to be a little bit more socially active, and hopefully if I have more people to, interact with, then I'll have a bigger reason to be interactive on Twitter. And I kind of want to, do that, because you can't really be a YouTuber or anything and not be active on your social media. Not really back on Twitch yet, may come back at one point in time, so if you want to follow me there, go ahead and do that as well. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Not sure why you have to have a notification bell, but we're not here to complain, we're just here to make content. So yeah, just go ahead and hit that bell if you want to know when all of my videos are uploaded. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. See you guys next video.